Thank you, Julia. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Dharma. My name is Josh, and I'm one of the facilitators here at Soul Center. We are in April now, and for the month of April, we're going to be exploring the topic of the fourth noble truth. Julia brings forth monthly topics for us to explore in depth and from different perspectives throughout the month. And this whole year, we are doing Buddhism 101. So we started in January with the first noble truth, and here we are in month 4. So by my math, that works out. And, traditionally in Buddhism, as I've understood it, the first noble truth is that there exists suffering. The second noble truth being that there's a cause to the suffering. Number 3 is that there's an end to suffering. And then 4 is that there's a path toward that end of suffering. And here in Soul Center, we've adopted a slightly different terminology and phrasing to adapt and make more accessible these concepts, so that rather than suffering, we talk about the idea of discomfort. And rather than causes of suffering, there are conditions in life and reality. The third being the truth that there's an end to suffering, we phrase as exists a harmony. And then here for our fourth noble truth, the path towards the end of suffering is summed up by the word practice. And this practice is such a beautiful practice that's available to us. This is a recovery Dharma practice of recovery from a whole variety of things that we refer to as negative habit energy. And that could be drugs, alcohol, process addictions, thoughts, behaviors, all of these things that affect us just by virtue of being human beings in this universe. And so while our individual specifics vary, as I look at all the faces in this room, we've all got our own stories, but there are certain universal truths that apply. And for myself, I have been practicing it with this Sangha now for over 4 years, and it has been such a blessing to have discovered this practice and this group, in the ways that it's related to my recovery from substance abuse, and then also been able to apply it so many different ways. And this fourth noble truth, the practice, has proven to be just this great sort of guideline that I've learned to use by devoting a fair amount of study to it, but at the same time letting it just sort of steer my life in a way that has gotten easier and easier the more I practice. And as Julia likes to say, practice makes practice. I haven't gotten there yet. I still stumble along this path. I am incredibly capable of making unwise decisions and saying unwise words, but finding my way back to the path has become much easier the more I practice. And I don't know where I would be without this. I'm just so grateful. And so I I encourage anybody who's new here. This sangha, I cannot tell you how much I love all the faces here, and really look forward to being here. This is not a chore for me. This is not some like burden that I have to go to my meetings so that I stay sober. It's a joy, and I look forward to it, and just really glad that I get to share my 2 cents when I get to share it, and I get to listen to so many words of wisdom. So I prepared a little meditation for us tonight, and if everybody would like to join me, I'll begin by inviting my bowl to sing. I'd just like to start by inviting everybody to find a comfortable position that works for you. You can sit down, you can lie down. If stillness isn't available, find motion that feels good. But if you are able to find stillness, allow your body to start resting. Let your hands rest on your lap or on your side. Close your eyes if it feels safe to do so, or just soften your gaze. And take a long, slow, steady breath in. A long, easy breath out. And just start breathing in and out. Let the rhythm of your breath be natural. There's no need to control it. Just as you breathe in, feel your chest rise. And as you breathe out, feel it contract. Bring your attention to this moment. Put the day behind you. Put off worrying about the evening. Just be here right now. As you feel the weight of your body supported underneath you by whatever's holding you, the floor or cushion or your feet, just allow your mind to begin to settle. As you breathe, imagine you're standing at the edge of a dense forest. Air is cool, the light is dim, tall trees rise around you, their branches tangled overhead, allowing only small fragments of light to pass through. Notice that as you stand here in this forest, there's a feeling that's unsettling, uncertain. This dark, tangled forest represents confusion, fear, being lost. Take a moment to notice what it feels like to stand here in this forest. You might feel some hesitation being there. You may feel a desire to get out of there. But as you stand there, notice that at your feet there's a path. It's faint, but it's there. And this path represents a way forward, a way through discomfort. It's a path of understanding, path of practice. And gently, without struggling or forcing, allow yourself to step on that path. And as you begin to walk, bring your attention to each step. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the subtle sounds, rustle of leaves, the soft snapping of little twigs. As you walk, hear the sounds of the dark forest around you, movement in the branches above, distant call of birds. And notice that even here in this dark forest, there's life. Things are moving, things are out there. But the forest is not your enemy. It's not a danger. It's simply a place that you are passing through. As you walk through the forest, you may notice thoughts arising, doubts or worries, distractions. Rather than pushing away these thoughts, simply acknowledge them. Notice those thoughts rise. Take your attention for a moment and then pass by. As they pass by, return your attention to simply walking, walking on the beginning of the path with right awareness, continuing on. And as you continue, notice that the path becomes more defined. The forest is still dense, but not as dense as before. You begin to notice more light filtering through the branches, and you realize that by staying on this path, continuing one step in front of the other, you don't feel as lost as you once did. And here, as you begin to walk with intention, notice that each one of your steps is steady. Each step is deliberate. You're walking with right effort, not forcing, not straining, but just gently and consistently continuing forward. Notice how your body feels and the thoughts that rise as you walk with this kind of effort. You feel balanced and grounded as you take one step in front of the other. Walking along the path, notice that gradually the trees begin to thin. The air grows warmer. The light coming through but from above becomes softer and more expansive. And as you walk, you step out of the forest into a wide open meadow. Now, with no branches above, the sky stretches out. Grass sways gently in the breeze. And you pause here on your path, taking a deep breath in, letting it go. Feel the contrast now between the forest and this open space. This meadow represents clarity, moments when your mind is less clouded, less confined. Out here, you can see more clearly. And your journey continues along the path. As you continue taking one step in front of the other, you notice that the path leads through the meadow towards distant hills. And as you walk toward those hills, you come upon a flowing stream. Water is clear, moving steadily, flowing over smooth stones. And when you come to the edge, you pause. The stream represents the flow of experience, constantly changing, moving, never still. Notice how the water flows by without resistance, doesn't cling to the stones or grasp the sides of the creek. Gently you step into the stream. Feel the coolness of the water around your feet. Feel the current moving past you. And as you cross, imagine releasing anything that you've been holding on to, tension, or worry, expectations. Let those flow down the stream, carried away by the current. You cross. When you reach that other side, step out onto the dry ground. Notice how you feel in your body and your mind on the other side of this creek, having let go of those thoughts and worries. Maybe you feel lighter or more at ease, cleansed. As you walk, continue walking your path, begins to rise. Find yourself walking uphill steadily and patiently. As the path steepens, this part of the journey requires more energy, more commitment. You might feel that effort in your body. You're no longer just wandering or strolling on the path, but walking with purpose. Each step guided by understanding that this path leads somewhere meaningful. This is right intention, a quiet, steady orientation toward clarity and freedom. As you climb, you may need to rest, so pause. And when you do, look behind you. You can see past the meadow behind you, the forest in the distance now. What once was overwhelming and scary is just something that you've moved through behind you. And then keep walking up that hill, along that path. And come to the top of the hill, the landscape opens up once more. Before you, bathed in warm sunlight, is a small house. It's simple, peaceful, welcoming. Surrounding that little house is a wide field of blooming wildflowers, colors stretching in every direction, moving gently in the breeze. The air is warm up here, light is golden. The smell of flowers envelops you. And this place feels like home. Slowly walk down the path toward the house. With each step, feel a sense of ease deepening with every step. There's nothing to chase here and nothing to avoid. You arrive at the door, pause for a moment, and feel what it's like to have completed a journey. Not by rushing, not by force, but by following the path step by step. And gently step through the door into the house. The space is calm and filled with warm, soft light. And this home that you've come to represents a mind at ease, a mind no longer lost in confusion or struggle. You see a nice, soft, big chair waiting for you. Take a seat, sit back, rest, and feel the comfort of being home. As you're resting in that chair, allow yourself to enjoy that. There's nothing more you need to do. The path brought you here. Notice the quiet, the absence of urgency. Even if disturbing thoughts arise, they're just like distant echoes in your mind, not causing you any distress. Recognize the thoughts as they pass by as that, just thoughts. And as you sit here in this peaceful place, reflect gently that the journey from the forest to this home did not happen all at once. It unfolded step by step. The path was always there, sometimes faint, sometimes clear. And this is the nature of the fourth noble truth, that there's a path that leads us out of discomfort, a path of awareness, intention, effort, and understanding. Not something to believe blindly, but something to walk. And each step on that path matters. Now, as we come to the end of our meditation, gently bring your awareness back to your body. Notice your breath once more. Feel your body supported. And carry with you the sense of having walked the path, the memory of moving from darkness to light. And know that this path is always available in each moment of awareness. Namaste. Thank you, Julia. Thanks to everybody for showing up. Always good to see you. I'd like to close this out with a dedication of merit. May any clarity or calm cultivated through this practice serve as a small step along the path toward the end of discomfort. May all beings, wherever they may find themselves, in confusion, in struggle, or in peace, discover the path that leads them safely home. And may we all walk this path with patience, wisdom, and compassion for the benefit of all. Namaste.